righty, now let's finally head over to our March Madness coverage. We will be breaking down a region every single day for the next 4 days, getting us ready for that Friday, folks. Friday, it officially begins, kind of Thursday night, that's the taste, that's the appetizer for play-in games for the tournament. And then Friday, you better show up because it's one and done from here on out. So, cannot wait. So as we said at the top of the show, we have our own bracket challenge going on. We're going to put the links. They're already on our social media, Twitter and Facebook. You can go find the links there. You can just search us on the bracketchallenge.ncaa.com website. Takes by Fans. You can search the group. We are there. And the winner gets to come on the show. Talk about whatever you want sports-wise. Talk for however long you want. Challenge me. Come and join me on my draft night show. So, if you want to be on the show, come on and beat me in the bracket challenge. Alrighty, so when we talk about bracketology, it could go out either way, folks. Nobody knows. You can have a perfect bracket. Well, you probably won't have a perfect bracket, but you can have a very close perfect bracket without even watching any of these games, and you can have, not even a single correct pick if you watch college basketball throughout the entire season. So it's really a crapshoot, but why we chose this website is because we can break down our own damn algorithm, and we can kind of, say this matters more than this, and this doesn't matter at all, but this matters a little bit, and this matters a little bit, but this matters kind of medium size, and we can break down our own algorithm. So that's what we're doing here. We're going to be breaking down the algorithm, what's important to us in basketball games, what do we kind of regard as high kind of quality, what we want our teams doing every single game, what we don't want our teams doing, what's better than what. So we are going to be breaking down that algorithm, and then just kind of in a grand scheme of things, we want a good guard, we want a great shooting guard that can put up the points and put up the assists and facilitate the floor, and then we also want a great big for the rebounds and the under the basket scoring, like a Rudy Gobert, but a good coverage shooting, a good coverage of the outside shooting big, so maybe a little bit more of a Jokic type that can guard the perimeter, an Anthony Davis type that can guard the perimeter and get the rebounds and score the points. So that's just kind of our two basic philosophies that we will be following heavy in our picks here for bracketology. Alrighty, we are going to be first doing the West. We are going to be doing the West region today. We will go through until we get a winner in the West region. And then tomorrow we'll probably do the, what do we got tomorrow? Maybe the West or the East or the South. We'll probably do the South. We'll go to the right. So we'll be breaking down a region today, getting it to the Final Four, and then that final day we'll be picking our final winner here. Also, if you're going to join the challenge, don't just copy what I say, all right? All right, I'm watching you all out there trying to get the easy win by maybe just switching one of my picks. I do want to help you all out, but do your own algorithm. Do your own algorithm. So here we go. How should we do this? Let's get the bracket open in one page. Let's get this open. Alrighty, and then let's go to this bracket IQ and start perfecting our own algorithm. So here we go. Once again, I highly urge everybody to do this, whether you're going to do it in our challenge or a different or a paid one, whatever it is. I highly suggest going to the bracketchallenge.ncaa.com website, and then going to the bracket IQ tab, and then going up to the matchup analysis in the calculator matchup, and then where at the bottom of the screen it says create custom analysis. That's where you can start breaking everything down and formulating your own algorithm that will kind of help you out and just give you a good matchup analysis of who should win the game. They're going to spit out a probability out of 100% for each team. So if one team gets 80%, the other team gets 20% of who should win the game based on your algorithm, based on the players that they have this season. So that's what we're doing here. So before we pick any games, we have to pick our algorithm. So here we go. There's some basic stats and advanced stats, and then we can choose if we want it to count, if we don't want it to count, if we want it to count high or low. So here we go. First box up in the basic stats is 3-point percentage. Yes, we want that. We want great outside shooting, whether it's in the guards or just making it hard for maybe, if it's a forward, it's hard for the center to get out there, because we know a lot of centers, true great centers, even in the NBA, have trouble guarding the perimeter. As we just said, Rudy Gobert, he really can't guard the three. If you have a great 3-point shooting big, Rudy Gobert really can't clamp him down. That's why, Anthony Davis and the Nuggets are their kryptonite, because, Jokic and Anthony Davis can guard the perimeter, and they shoot the three that Rudy Gobert cannot defend. So we are going to keep this at medium importance. You can click it. If you click it, it takes it into account, and then you can decide whether it's low importance, medium importance, or high importance. Unfortunately, you can't do, like medium high. I wish I could have gotten down to like true percentage, like give me like 62%. I want this to count like 62% heavy. But unfortunately, we get to low, medium, and high. So we'll keep it at medium. All right, fast break points per game. Now I do want this to count, but very low, because that means kind of good defense and transition offense, fast break points. So we're gonna put that as low. We are gonna put that as low because that does have something to do with good defense as well. Just kind of in the undertones of what that actual category is. So we'll keep that as low. Field goal percentage, yes, that's going to count high. You've got to be shooting good as a team. I mean, yes, you can get up a lot of shots, and that's maybe why you're scoring a lot of points, but I want to see you shoot well. Everybody shooting well, and that's what field goal percentage is going to show. Everybody 1 through 5 shooting well. That's why we're going to rank it high. We need good shooters out here. Free throw percentage, we're not even going to count that. I really don't care that much. You might get a lot of whistles one game, you might not. It's really dependent. So we're not going to really put that in our algorithm. Alrighty, opponents' points per game. Yes, we are going to count that high. How great is your defense? Are you able to keep that scoring by the other team very, very low? So we are going to count that opponents' points per game. We're going to count that as high. Points in the paint per game, we are going to count this as medium importance because, once again, we want a good scoring big. So if you're scoring all the points down low, you probably got a good big down there. So we'll take points in the paint as medium importance. And then we'll go points per game. Once again, high importance here, just because, I want to see what you're putting up against what you're giving up. How good is your offense compared to your defense? Are you beating teams by, 10 points a game? Or are you just barely squeaking out some wins, like 1 point a game? So we're going to count both the opponent's points per game and the points per game that the team has, as high importance, so we get a good overall kind of look of the team. Alrighty, seed. We're not going to count that at all. I don't care where, the selection committee ranked the 1 and the 16 or the 4 and the 5. That's got no value to me. It's got no value to me. So we do not care about the seed. Turnovers per game. We're not going to count too much. I'm not even going to count that. Win percentage, not really going to count that. Are we going to count win percentage? I mean, win percentage just should come out of this other ones as well. So I'm not going to count win percentage as a high factor of who should win a game or not. Steals per game, once again, yes, it's good defense. Maybe we'll do steals per game as low importance, very low importance. Alrighty, rebound margin. Yes. All right, we're going to count that as high importance. Once again, is that telling us you have a good big? I want to see you have a good big. Good big, good guard. That's all it's minimal. That's all we're looking for. Good guard, good big. Good outside shooting guard, good underneath scoring big. That's what we're looking for. So rebound margin, we are going to count that as high. Last 10 games win percentage, not going to count that. Like we said, we're not going to count win percentage. I do not care what you've done kind of, just in the tournament or what you've done in the beginning of the season or at the end of the season. I want totality, what you are as a team. Already blocked shots per game, a little bit of a niche category, kind of like steals. You could have 1 a game, which is still good, and that's good defense. But at the end of the day, it is only 1 possession. And I know games are going to come down to 1 or 2 possessions. I get it. But of what else we have, not going to count it too high here. And then the last basic stat in our algorithm, offensive rebounds per game. Let's count that as medium we have rebound margin. Let's count it as medium importance, getting those second chance opportunities. That's why we want the good guard and the good big. The good guard takes a good 3. Unfortunately, it misses. The good big gets the rebound, kicks it back out to the good guard. And then the good guard, still wide open because everybody crashed the board for the rebound, he actually catches the second attempt. So we will take offensive rebounds per game. Should we count it as low or medium? Let's count it as low because I do want to see what you're doing rebounding overall. So we'll take offensive rebound as low importance. Alrighty, now let's go to advanced stats now. Here we go. Adjusted performance. Let's see what this is all about. A measurement of how impressive a team's record is, calculated by combining strength of schedule with winning percentages. A higher number is better. Yes, that's what we want to see. Your record, but compared to your strength of schedule. Are you 20-0 because you face garbage, or are you 20, or let's just say 15-5 because you face actually great hard teams? So we will do adjusted performance, medium importance, higher number is better. Let's keep that in mind. Alrighty, defensive efficiency. Let's see what this is all about. The number of points a team allows its opponents to score every 100 possessions. A lower number is better. Let's again click on this one, and we'll count it as medium importance. This is kind of what we were trying to get with some of these, just kind of opponents' points per game. So that's kind of, piggybacking off of that stat a little bit. So we'll count that. All right, net ranking. Let's see what that's about. A comprehensive ranking of all the 353 Division I teams based on a complex formula developed by the NCAA. A lower number is better. A formula, by the NCAA. Not going to count that too much. I don't care what the NCAA says. That's why we're doing our own algorithm here. We don't want anybody else's algorithm. So we'll leave net ranking out. Offensive efficiency, yes sir. Let's make sure what this is about. The number of points a team scores for every 100 possessions. So defensive, how many points you're giving up per 100 possessions, and offensive efficiency, how many points you're scoring per 100 possessions. So once again, like we take defensive efficiency at medium importance, we'll take offensive efficiency at medium importance as well. Alrighty, second chance points. All right, interesting. That kind of goes a little bit with the rebounding, the offensive rebounds per game. So let's take second chance points. That's once again low importance to match our low importance of offensive rebounds in the game, because once again, they kind of go hand in hand. Strength of schedule, that's already kind of in the adjusted performance. So we won't take that. True shooting percentage. All right, here we go. A measurement of how efficiently a team scores, taking 2-point field goals, 3-point field goals, and free throws into account. A higher number is better. Let's take true shooting percentage, and let's mark that as high. We want that as high importance because, everything, all shooting is essential in the March Madness. Every free throw. Every free throw. Those are free points if it's a close game, which usually March Madness is. That's why we get a lot of upsets, 13 seeds beating the 3 seeds or however it figures out. So we want you great shooting the 2s, the 3s, even the free throws. We're not going to overlook that. So we'll count true shooting percentage as a high importance. And then the last advanced stat here, assist to turnover ratio. We didn't account for any assists or turnovers in our kind of basic stats, so we're not going to choose the assist. Well, let's do low importance since we didn't get it in the basic stats. So we'll go low importance here. Low importance. Alrighty. So now our final algorithm here is 3-point percentage, medium importance, fast break points per game, low importance, field goal percentage, high importance, opponents points per game, high importance, points in the paint per game, medium importance, points per game, high importance, steals per game, low importance, rebound margin, high importance, offensive rebounds per game, low importance. Now to the advanced stats, adjusted performance, medium importance. Defensive efficiency, medium importance. Offensive efficiency, medium importance. Second chance points, low importance. True shooting percentage, high importance. And assist to turnover ratio, low importance. That is our official algorithm for the 2021 NBA or NCAA March Madness, folks. So here we go. Let's start calculating. So now we have our official algorithm all good. Now we can go and start putting in these matchups in the analysis calculator, seeing how these percentages are shaking out, and if it's a little close, we can go a little bit into kind of their depth. How's their team overall performing? Because we have this other website, and I want to shout out this website real quick, basketball.realgm.com. This is like the only website where I can go and look up any college team and see what the starters are doing. When I look at an ESPN depth chart, I can kind of see everybody on their team, but I don't know their depth chart. I haven't watched college basketball, so I don't know who's the starters. And I couldn't even find kind of points per game or rebound a game. So shout out to Here we go. Let's do this again. Basketball.realgm.com, because you can go to any college basketball team in any conference and look at immediate their starters, their rotation, what their assists, rebounds, and points per game are, and it's just absolutely fantastic. So shout out to them. So if we need to go a little bit deeper, if we're kind of getting, kind of a close, 51 to 50, we want to kind of look at what the players are doing, then we can go to that website as well. So now that we have the algorithm figured out, let's go to the West bracket and start plugging in some of these teams here. The